A very good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight on BeeTv Major News at 6, which you live for Benin City, the Edo State capital. My name is Gift Uwagboy. And now to the news in details. On Thursday, after the Edo State governorship election sitting in Abuja admitted the bimodal voter accreditation system BVAS brought to the court by INEC staff following the subpoena issued on the commission to provide the machines in court. BeeTv News senior reporter Best Orator reports that attempts by the PDP witness to speak to the exhibit failed as the respondent and tribunal said that the BVAS should be marked first. The report.
On resumption of the afternoon session on Thursday, the petitioners informed the tribunal that acting on court subpoena, the INEC brought the BVAS machines used in different polling units in the September 21, 2024 governorship election to the tribunal. Counsel to the petitioners told the tribunal that the INEC witness was already in court to produce the materials. He further told the tribunal that the INEC official that brought the material said it would take about 40 minutes to sort them out. Chairman of the tribunal, Justice Wilfred Pochi, said rather than wait for another 40 minutes for sorting, it will be better for the petitioners to instead call on other witnesses to continue the matter. However, the petitioners' counsel said the witnesses they will call will have to speak to the document, which is the BVAS machines. So at this point, the tribunal took a brief adjournment to allow parties sort out the BVAS. Again, the tribunal reconvened to continue the matter. The petitioners' counsel there informed the tribunal that they applied to INEC through a subpoena on the 9th of January 2025, directing the first respondent INEC to produce 133 polling unit results in accordance to 2 schedules relating to BVAS with respect to issue of overvoting. At this point, when the petitioners' counsel mentioned overvoting, that Onyechi Piazu SAN counsel to APC objected to the statement, saying that INEC witness is only in court to produce the document and petitioner counsel cannot be talking about overvoting as the witness cannot give any evidence but only to produce the document. Thereafter, Mr. Anthony Itodo, a senior technical officer in the ICT department in INEC, said he was at the tribunal to present the devices used for the elections based on the subpoena and introduce himself to the tribunal. Mr. Itodo said what he brought to the tribunal are BVAS used in 133 polling units, but said that a total of devices brought to the tribunal are actually 148 BVAS for the 133 polling units. The petitioners applied that the BVAS machines be verified because, according to him, the INEC staff had briefed him that he brought in 151 and not 148 BVAS that the INEC technical officer said he brought. He said it was important that the document be checked to know the exact figures. On his part, Emmanuel Okala SAN, counsel to Senator Mondi Okpebolo, said the business of INEC witness is just to produce the document, lay it on the table and leave, and that he is not in a position to talk about figures. Chairman of the tribunal, Justice Wilfred Pochi, said whatever the witness told the petitioner privately cannot be recorded by the court. Again, the tribunal chairman said they will take a brief break to enable the panel discuss what should be done next. On resumption after the short break, the tribunal asked the witness to bring out the BVAS machines from the boxes and display them to everyone's glare. Kanu Agabi SN, counsel to INEC, said only 148 BVAS is related to Edo election. The tribunal thereafter admitted the BVAS in evidence. Ikpeazu SAN insisted that the BVAS can only be produced by INEC officials in court and cannot be admitted. It was at this point that the petitioner's counsel applied for the BVAS to be admitted. Respondents' counsel to INEC objected to the admissibility of the BVAS machines and said they will adduce reasons for their rejection to later date. Then the petitioner's counsel called on the next witness to give evidence to speak to the documents, but the tribunal chairman, Justice Wilfred Pochi, said if the witness was coming to speak to the document, the BVAS should first of all be marked. At this point, the tribunal chairman, Justice Wilfred Pochi, called on counsel to INEC, Kanu Agabi SAN, who is a senior SAN, to advise the tribunal on what needs to be done. The chairman told Agabi SAN to be dispassionate about his stand on the matter. Kanu Agabi SAN told the tribunal that it was only proper for the BVAS machines to be marked before any witness can speak to the documents. And so at this point, the petitioners agreed that they goofed when they called in witness without first marking the BVAS. At the end of the tribunal, counsel to the All Progressives Congress, Stephen Uhoro, and former civil commissioner in Edo State, Ifaluyi Isibo, and the APC state chairman, Imperial Jarrett Tenebe, comments.
Well, what just happened now, BVAS machines for for 133 polling units were tendered. What INEC tendered today, they said they brought in 148 BeeTv machines used for 133 polling units. Now what they did was to tender them, dump them, and then left. And now you cannot take your vehicle to a mechanic without an engine. That means you have started bringing in a carcass. And so what just happened now, they wanted to also feed in weaknesses to tender those BeeTvs. And they said these BeeTvs are not marked. It ought to be marked before you can tender them. And so they now applied for an adjournment to enable them put their house in order. And so in the wisdom of the courts, they now adjourn the matter for tomorrow again for continuation of hearing. We are happy, we are going on, and we are moving on very well. It is the petitioners who are moving at a very slow pace. By now, we would have gone further than this. And so what the court is saying is that, oh, we are too slow. They need time for the respondents. They need time for them to address the court. They need time to also write their final judgments. So the pace at which they are going is too slow. And so that is what they said. And so it is normal for them to be annoyed, not to be happy at this stage. But yeah, so far so good. We are on, and the tribunal is moving on.
Well, it's been going on well. I'm here. You know, anytime I hear BeeTv, I'm always around. Because you remember I accused the Obaseki that they were trying to smuggle BeeTv in. So anytime I hear anything about BeeTv, I normally will want to come around. So that's why I came in today to check. I think it's going on well. They don't have a case, which even people that are laymen in law are aware that they actually don't have a case. Call your witnesses, you are not getting the witnesses to call, you are trying to blame it on people. So I think their case is dead on arrival. And the case, all their witnesses is based on ESA, and the law does not allow that. It's not tenable, ESA.
Well, the case is not slow. We have an excellent case that was brought before the tribunal, and the tribunal is taking her time painstakingly, taking our evidence, tabling our facts, and cross-examining, our witnesses. And today we made significant progress. We had 2 of our witnesses testify before the tribunal, and to the glory of God, we had INEC tender 133, later they changed to 148, later they changed to 151, later they changed to 147 BeeTv machines for us to examine results for 133 polling units. We have been dragging this with INEC for so long, and that is why we had to apply for the tribunal to be relocated to Abuja, so we could have access to the BeeTv machines, and INEC had to be subpoenaed by the tribunal, and today they submitted the BeeTv machines, and we're excited. We're going to do markings of the BeeTv machines today, and by tomorrow our witnesses from the polling units will come to speak to the BeeTv machines, to speak to the results we have brought before the tribunal to challenge.
At the resumed hearing on afternoon on Thursday, the petitioners could not call in further witnesses owing to what played out in what appeared to be the dumping of documents in court when the subpoenaed witness of INEC brought in the BeeTvs. But the respondents were vehement that the witnesses cannot speak to the documents because they were not marked. And so the tribunal had no choice than to adjourn sitting. And so let's see what now happened next. Perhaps on Friday, from the tribunal premises in Abuja, Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
After the set experience on Thursday, where the witnesses of the PDP were stopped from speaking to BeeTv machines due to the fact that it was not marked, forcing the tribunal to adjourn, the PDP witnesses on Friday morning allowed to give evidence about the BeeTv machines after they have been marked as exhibits. Our senior reporter, Best Orator, captured Friday's tribunal proceeding in Abuja. The report.
At the resumed hearing on Friday, everyone was anxiously waiting to know the usefulness of the BeeTv machine brought to the court on Thursday by INEC officials after the petitioner subpoenaed the umpire to produce the BeeTv machines in court. Petitioner's counsel Rotimi Ogueson informed the tribunal that their witness was ready to testify. Haruna Ibrahim, 34-year-old man from Sabo quarters in Auchi, Isaka West local government area of Edo State, was a PW15. He said he was at the tribunal in Benin on 11th of October 2024 to sign his witness statement. The witness was shown to him, which he identified and prayed the tribunal to admit it as his evidence in the matter. He said he was the one that drew the draft at PUW 8/8/7. The tribunal counsel told the witness that in paragraph 1 of his deposition, the witness said he is an accredited voter and accredited agent, and as such, he functions in that capacity in the polling unit. He was shown an exhibit to look at. At this point, counsel to APC Onyenchi Piazuese objected, saying that what the petitioner was trying to do was to lead the witness in evidence, but said that the witness cannot be led in evidence as his duty is just to identify his statement and adopt same. Petitioner's counsel Rotimi Ogueson said the witness in his deposition said he is a registered voter, so he can be led in evidence, saying that nothing is wrong for the witness to identify the voter register. Ogueson said the respondents can give their objection and address it on a later date. Chairman of the tribunal, Justice Wilfred Pochi, said the witness made reference to his agent tag and that the witness can identify the tag and not to refer to a document the witness did not plead in his deposition. He said because the witness is a registered voter does not automatically mean that the witness is in a position to be shown a voter register for him to identify when it was not pleaded in the witness statement on oath. At this point, the petitioner's counsel tactfully withdraw the statement and instead asked the witness to tender his agent tag, which the witness pleaded in his statement. Respondent's counsel objected to the admissibility of the document. However, the document, which is the agent tag, was then provisionally admitted in evidence by the tribunal. Ogueson asked the witness to take a look at the document he mentioned in paragraph 4, which is IREF Exhibit PDD29, which is the BeeTv machine. Here again, the APC counsel said the witness cannot be shown the BeeTv machine, that the witness only pleaded photographs from the BeeTv machine and not the BeeTv itself. On his part, Ferdinand Obiesien, counsel to Pueblo, also objected, insisting that the witness only mentioned photographs from BeeTv machine and not the BeeTv. However, petitioner's counsel, Ogueson, said the witness expressly mentioned BeeTv machine and so he can speak to the document. Obiesien, on the other hand, said the witness in paragraph 4 of his deposition said we will recognize the photocopy of the BeeTv screenshot if shown to him. The tribunal, however, said that with what is pleaded in paragraph 6 of the witness deposition, the witness can identify the BeeTv. PPDD19, which is the BeeTv machine, and PDA19, which is the IREF copy of the results, and PDC18, which is the screenshot of the BeeTv records, were shown to the witness, which he identified. Under cross-examination by Kanu Agabi SAN, said the witness should be shown an exhibit and asked if all agents of the various political parties signed the unit result sheet. The witness said that all agents of the various political parties signed the result, not because the result was accurate, but because he needed a copy of the result for his party. He was shown the result sheet and was asked if the word BeeTv occurred anywhere in the result sheet. The witness said no. Asked who made the entry of the results, the witness said such questions should be directed to INEC. Asked if he made any protest in writing to his party, he said he did not protest in writing to his party. Asked if he has any correspondence from his party after he protested, he said he received none. He was shown exhibit PDA19 if there was any mention of voter register on the face of the document. He said yes. Ikpiazuesien said exhibit PDA19, which is the IREF result uploaded at the polling unit before the original, was taken to the center, and the witness agreed and said the BeeTv was only taken to the Ward Collation Center along with the unit result sheet. The witness also agreed. He asked the witness that from the training he received, results are supposed to be reconciled from the unit results to the ward results. The witness said he does not know because he was only trained as a unit agent. Then asked if he was at the Ward Collation Center. The witness said he was there to give a copy of the unit result sheet to his Ward Collation agent. Asked if he has the CTC of the original results that he took to the Collation Center. The witness said he only has the IREF CTC copy. The witness said his complaint is that the overvoting at the unit was transferred to the ward results sheet. The witness was then shown exhibit PBH8, which is the ward result containing his polling unit. And at his polling unit, the record side figures shows that APC recorded 120 votes, PDP 75, rejected votes 6, and total, according to respondent council, was 201, which the respondent council said the figure showed there was no overvoting. The witness still insisted that there was overvoting. Ferdinand Dobby SAN asked that the beavers machine should be shown to him to tell the tribunal if any figure appeared on the face of the beavers. The witness said the face of the beavers is not showing anything because the beavers is not on, and asked if he could switch it on. He said he was not trained to do so. Asked if he has operated the beavers machine before, he said no. He agreed that for the beavers to be operated, someone who is trained on it should be the one to operate it. He was shown the result of his unit and was asked to look at the unit result to check the figures if there was overvoting. The witness said he cannot add up the figures, that is only INEC that can add the figures together. The witness said he only referred to the form EC8B and not the figures in the form, which he said is not correct. Exhibit PDC18 was shown to him and asked if he was the maker of the screenshot of the beavers machine. He said he has never operated the beavers machine before. He said he did not make any document except his own statement. Second witness, 26-year-old Taye Esther Okwo, PW16, said he made reference to paragraph 6, that is the CTC copy of IRF of EC8A, Ward 1, Unit 2 of Akoko Edo. She confirmed the beavers report and other documents, adopted them, and asked the tribunal to admit them as evidence in the petition. Under cross-examination by Kanu Agabi SAN, the witness was shown exhibit PDA1 and was told that she did not sign the result sheet. The witness agreed that she did not sign because of overvoting. Asked if her name and signature was on the document, the witness said no. INEC counsel Kanu Agabi SAN said looking at the face of the document, nothing to prove that she was an agent of his party. The witness said her agent tag is enough to prove that she was an agent. The counsel put it to the witness that even though she was appointed as the polling unit agent, she was never at the voting center. The witness said she was there and didn't sign the result because of overvoting. Asked if other agents and the presiding officer signed the result sheet, the witness said agents of other political parties, including INEC presiding officer, signed the document. Onyechi Ikpeazu took his turn to cross-examine the witness. He requested that exhibit PDA1 IRF result of Ward 1 Unit 2 be given to the witness, and she should add up the vote cast of APC